Welcome to Charts Today. My name is David Linton, and today's edition for Wednesday, the 5th of January, comes to you from Fuerteventura in the Canary Islands, where I'm still here getting some winter sun. Looking at the dollar index, we see here we're just flatlining the last day or two, but we're still bullish on all three time frames. A bit more red on the screen this morning, so quite interesting just seeing markets there. Euro sitting at 113, still bearish there, and if we look at sterling, sitting at 135, looking stronger there, and against the euro breaking 120. So this is one of the key events, and of course we've been bullish sterling against the euro for a while, breaking to new highs, trend generally up. So we're seeing stronger dollar, sterling sitting in the middle, and then euro weaker. Looking at Bitcoin, we're sitting at $46,000, just steady at these levels. It's just declining slightly there on the shorter term chart, still bearish below the cloud, and of course on the medium term we are as well, but long term we're finding some support. So key thing is we hold that level. We do have downside targets though for Bitcoin, especially on the short term chart, but the upside target of $83,000 still remains. So looks like we will fall before we could rise. So that's the whole idea of time horizon. The S&P 500 index was down slightly yesterday, looking flat over the last few days, but on the whole that trend is still pretty steady. The Nasdaq just struggling really to make new highs there and has hit resistance, so that is less clear. Looking at the VIX volatility, we're sitting steady at 17. The futures are down slightly, by the way. Nasdaq futures down 1/3% today, so it does look like we will open lower in the US market. FTSE futures up very slightly, still bullish in all three time frames, but struggling to make new highs versus that 2020 level. So we haven't got back to pre-pandemic levels on the UK market. The DAX in Germany up slightly. CAC 40 very little changed. Japan was up. Big falls in Hong Kong, down 1.6%, just in line with the trend. Of course, Evergrande is the big story there, but still lower. Shanghai was 1% lower. India bucking the trend in Asia, up 0.7%. Aussie market down 1/3%. Taking a look, we'll look at the energy mix in a minute, but looking at gold, we're sitting at 1817, so holding that $1,800 level, which is pretty critical now for gold. Silver sitting at $23. Platinum, we're seeing here just recovering a little bit. US 10-year yields sitting at 1.65%, so still bullish on all three time frames, with targets to new highs of 1.87 there, 1.92 and 1.89. So we're going to be knocking on the door, and 196 on the short-term chart. We're going to be knocking on the door of 2% for 10-year yields. Looking at the energy mix, we've got Brent crude just trying to break out, can't really get above this $80 level convincingly. Mixed targets, we were neutral out to clients this morning. US nat gas up 1.43%, again just struggling through the cloud there. Emissions pushing higher all the time. We've got new upside targets. Keep an eye on these 1 minute charts. This is where you've got all your targets building in this morning. Two new ones coming in this morning. That 88.61 came in yesterday, and we were telling clients about that this morning. Gas prices are higher, up 7 or 8%. So good recovery there, pushing back through the cloud, and we're seeing power prices higher as well. That's it for today. Until tomorrow, happy charting. See you then.